now we'll see in this class how to, you can say, is do parallel execution in Cucumber. Okay. So I have created a file. I'll just share this GitHub link in the video description below. See, here what I have done is created two feature file. Same thing I have written, like user will be in Chrome browser, it will enter source destination and it will carry on my function. One for Chrome I have written, one for Firefox I have written. So here I have two feature files. The same functionality means the same test case I have automated. Then I have a step definition file. In step definition file, what I have done, I have just defined all those lines of code, right? Like say user is in homepage, open in Firefox browser. For that you have one definition. Every feature files line have its step definition inside this particular, you can say what, step definition file. So now what I have created is two runner files. See, remember here I have created two runner files because I'll do parallel execution. What I have done is I have created two feature files, one for a Chrome browser, one for Firefox browser. So two browser I will be running my test case parallelly. Okay. So for that I have created two feature file, only one step definition file to define all the lines of code in this feature file. Then I have created two test runner file. Inside this test runner, what I'll be doing is for Chrome browser, I'll be, if I will write only features, so what will do, it will point to all the feature file that is present inside this folder. But I'm making here specific. In earlier class you have seen I have just mentioned features. So what it did, it has only one feature file, so it pointed to that only single feature file only. But if I want, if there are multiple feature file and I want to point to a particular feature file, so what I can do is feature is equal to features and give the feature file name, like this one. I correspond to this one. And glue step definition, because in a single step definition I have defined all the lines present in this two feature file. So what it will do here is this will be one runner file. Then I am creating a second runner file in which I am giving the second feature file. And I'm gluing the step definition file. Here as only a single step definition is there, I'm just giving step definition. If there would have been multiple step definition and I want to point to a particular step definition file, then I have to use this following syntax, double slash, and give that like Java file name. Okay. So now what will we do? There are two runner file. If I will be running these two runner files, so what will be doing? My parallel execution is will be done. Means two runner file will be run simultaneously. Okay. So for that I will be using pom.xml. Let's see what I have made changes. This is a Maven project. So in pom.xml we need to redefine the dependencies. Okay, see in dependency, this Selenium dependency you have to define, Cucumber you have to define, JUnit, core, Java, what I have told in earlier also. These three will be of the same version, else conflict will occur. Then Cucumber, JVM test, then Jenkins. This five I have told you need to have this starts. Then you can use Cucumber reporting and JUnit you will be using dependencies. Okay, this dependency you need to what have it in the dependencies so that this jar will be imported in the M2 repository and be mapped to this particular project. Now comes to like to run a particular Java file from the pom.xml, you need this particular piece of code. Okay. To run a particular Java file, here I will be running my step definition files. Okay, so here I'll be running my step definition files. Okay, so now you have to define those Java file which you want to run from pom.xml. That means once I run pom.xml means that particular file will be getting run. So for that you have to redefine this build tag. Inside that build tag, you have to define this plugin. In this plugin, you have to define one is this Maven compiler plugin. Search it in the Google, you will get the dependency for the Maven compiler plugin. And you define Maven's UFire plugin. Okay. And give the version. Then you give the configuration as it is. And inside this, you include the Java file which you want to run. Okay. See, what I have done is parallel classes. That means in exclude, what I'll include, that will be classes. So it will run my classes in parallel. So I am instructing it, right? I want to run the classes in parallel. Then frog mode per thread. As there are two classes, so I have created thread count is equal to 2. If I will create thread count is equal to 1, that is then there is no meaning of parallel execution. It will in one thread first class will be run, then it will wait for that to execute it, then the second class will be run. So what is the best practice? The number of classes I have, the thread count should be equal to that or more than that, so that each class will be given a single thread separately. Else no meaning of parallel execution is there. So this one is optional, fork mode. So if I give fork mode per thread means it will create a virtual JVM for each of the thread that is being executed. So the execution will be more faster. Like say for example, if I don't give fork mode and thread count is equal to 2, so that 2 thread will be created in a single JVM. Okay, so execution will be little slow, but if I give fork mode per thread means per thread it will create a virtual JVM, means in 2 JVM 2 thread will be executed and the execution will be more faster. Now what I have done is exclude runner.java. That means what does this double star means? Double star means it will search for the whole directory, and once it get, and now there is also single star. Single star means anything that is written before runner will be matched. Let's say for example ABC runner, XYZ runner, ZXY runner, everything will be matched if I write star runner. Then .java. So once I write star, for this double star, it will search the whole directory of the project. Means this whole directory of the project file test will be searched. Okay. Now star runner.java. So where is this file? See, runner.java extension is there in these two files. So if I have written star means it will match this Chrome browser also, it will match this Firefox browser also. If I write XYZ runner.java, that will also be matched. That means star. Star means it is generic, it match everything. Okay. So once I write star runner.java means these two files will be matched. So as a result, once I run this pom.xml, these two files will be run simultaneously assigned with two threads. And as I have written, fork mode as per thread means two virtual JVM will be created, and in that single thread will be given to each virtual JVM, and inside those thread each runner Java class will be executed. So as a result, I'll be obtaining parallel execution in Cucumber. You must be remembering in TestNG how we did. We gave it in the TestNG XML suite only parallel is equal to true, thread count is equal to 2, 3, 4. But there was no concept of virtual JVM. But here Cucumber introduced the concept of virtual JVM by giving fork mode. Okay. So to run a specific Java class from pom.xml in Maven project, what we'll have to include is this particular thing in pom.xml. Okay, this build tag you have to include. Inside that you have to include plugin. Inside the plugin you have to include this particular plugin. Then you have to include these 3 lines of code. UFire plugin, any version. Then configuration you have to give for the parallel execution. Then in exclude You have in inside is include tag. You can give this one as include or exclude anything, any name you can give and give the file name and it will run that particular code. OK, so this is the way how you can do a parallel execution in Cucumber. And the dependencies I have also defined which are required. OK, now you saw that we have done the configuration for parallel execution. I have done the build configuration. I have done the plugin configuration. I have done the every configuration which is needed for parallel execution. Now, once I run it, you will see that the parallel execution occurs simultaneously in Chrome browser as well as in Firefox browser, as I have defined both of them. So as I have integrated my test class in pom.xml, when I will run pom.xml, it will directly run the test class which I have integrated. So let's run it. Let's run a Maven test. So once I run it, you will see that my parallel execution will be executed. See, one Chrome browser opens and one Firefox browser will also open. See. See, Firefox browser also open. So as a result, you can see the same test case is run in Chrome browser as well as in Firefox browser. So simultaneous parallel execution is occurring for the same test case as I have integrated it in pom.xml configuration. OK. So this is how parallel execution is done. OK, so similarly, if you have cross-browser testing, you can include n number of runner classes, one for Firefox, one for Chrome, one for you can say Safari. See, execution is going on parallel in both the browsers. So you can include n number of, you can say, browser in the runner class and have the same test case defined in all those feature files and just use it in the runner class to execute the test. So as a result, you can do cross browsing parallelly. You can also do the execution in the same browser also parallelly you can do. It's depend on you how you configure your test file. OK. So according to it, the execution will be done. You saw like how one Chrome browser opened and one Firefox browser opened for parallel execution. So this is the way how it will do. I showed you how to integrate my test file in this particular pom.xml to run the test file directly from the pom.xml and how to do parallel execution by giving all the configurations. So I will upload this particular piece of code in Git and share the link in share the public GitHub repo in my description of this video below. You can download it and use it and refer to it for clear understanding. OK. Similarly, I'll be adding videos for Appium. I'll be adding videos for API testing. I'll be adding videos for Java. So you just subscribe to my channel and I will add all these channels description of 3 more courses in my video description of this video. You just stay tuned and subscribe and you will get the updates accordingly. And you can also refer to those new channels which I'll be starting for more knowledge on Appium, API testing, API automation testing, Java, so that you will be interview ready for any interview. Thank you. And everyone who is subscribed to this channel, best of luck for your future and have a great future ahead. Thank you.